The Canterbury Tales was written by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1387 and 1400. It was published posthumously in the late 15th century and has since become a cornerstone of English literature. Types. The work is a frame narrative consisting of 24 stories told by a diverse group of 30 pilgrims traveling to Canterbury, each representing different social classes and professions. Setting. The prologue is set in April, symbolizing renewal and the beginning of the pilgrimage season, with the journey culminating at the shrine of St. Thomas Becket in Canterbury. Language. Dialect. Chaucer wrote in Middle English, a dialect that was prevalent in England during the late medieval period. This choice made the text accessible to a broader audience of the time. Background. The prologue reflects the social dynamics of 14th century England, showcasing themes of social class, religion, and morality. It critiques the church and societal norms while celebrating the diversity of human experience. The general prologue to Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales is a vibrant and comprehensive introduction to a diverse group of pilgrims on their way to Canterbury. This prologue serves as a vivid snapshot of late 14th century English society, presenting a rich tapestry of characters from various social classes, each with their own distinct personalities, professions, and moral standings. Through detailed descriptions and subtle satire, Chaucer not only introduces the individuals who will tell the tales but also critiques the values and practices of his time, setting the stage for a journey filled with storytelling, social commentary, and timeless human experiences. Overview of the prologue. Purpose. Introduces the characters and sets the stage for the tales. Setting. A pilgrimage to Canterbury, a popular religious journey in medieval England. Key characters. The narrator, a character who observes and describes the other pilgrims. The knight, represents the ideal of chivalry, noble and brave. The prioress, a nun who is concerned with manners and appearance. The monk, enjoys hunting and luxury, contrasting with monastic ideals. The friar, a corrupt clergyman who exploits his position for profit. The wife of Bath, a strong, independent woman with experience in marriage. The parson, a model of virtue and piety, dedicated to his parishioners. The miller, a bawdy character who tells a crude tale. Themes. Social class, represents a cross-section of medieval society, from nobility to peasants. Religion, critiques the corruption within the church. Gender roles, explores the roles and expectations of women in society. Structure. Frame narrative. The tales are told by the pilgrims during their journey. Storytelling contest. Each pilgrim is to tell a tale, with the best story winning a free meal. Cultural reflection. The prologue serves as a commentary on the social and moral issues of Chaucer's time. In the Canterbury Tales, there are a total of 30 pilgrims introduced in the general prologue. The knight, the squire, the yeoman, the prioress, the nun, the friar, the monk, the merchant, the clerk, the man of law, the franklin, the haberdasher, the dyer, the carpenter, the weaver, the cook, the shipman, the physician, the wife of Bath, the parson, the ploughman, the miller, the summoner, the pardoner, the host, the narrator, Chaucer himself, the second nun, the canon's yeoman, the municipal, the reeve. Chaucer's prologue to the Canterbury Tales, several new terms and concepts emerged that reflect the portrayal of medieval society. Here are some key points. New terms and concepts. Social stratification. Definition. The division of society into different classes. Portrayal. Chaucer presents a cross-section of society, from the noble knight to the humble ploughman, highlighting the diverse social hierarchy of the time. Chivalry. Definition. The medieval knightly system with its moral, social, and religious codes. Portrayal. The knight embodies the ideals of chivalry, showcasing bravery, honor, and loyalty, which were highly valued in medieval culture. Religious critique. Definition. Examination and criticism of the church and its practices. Portrayal. Characters like the friar and pardoner illustrate the corruption within the church, reflecting the growing discontent with religious institutions during Chaucer's time. Fellowship in community. Definition. The sense of camaraderie among individuals. Portrayal. The pilgrims share a common goal, emphasizing the importance of community and shared experiences in medieval life. Gender roles. Definition. The expectations and behaviors associated with different genders. Portrayal. The wife of Bath challenges traditional gender norms, presenting a strong, independent female character who speaks openly about her experiences and desires. Pilgrimage is metaphor. Definition. A journey to a sacred place is a representation of spiritual quest. Portrayal. The pilgrimage to Canterbury symbolizes both a physical journey and a deeper spiritual exploration, reflecting the medieval belief in the importance of faith. Satire and irony. Definition. The use of humor, exaggeration, or ridicule to criticize. Portrayal. Chaucer employs satire to expose the flaws and hypocrisies of various social classes, particularly through the descriptions of the monk and summoner. Frame narrative. Definition. A story within a story. Portrayal. The structure of the tales being told by the pilgrims creates a layered narrative that allows for multiple perspectives on society. Important lines and explanations. Van that April with his showers sooty, the drought of March hath perked to the root. Explanation. This opening line beautifully describes the arrival of spring, symbolizing renewal and the awakening of nature. It sets the tone for the journey ahead, suggesting a fresh start for the pilgrims. Than longen folk to boon on pilgrimages. Explanation. This line expresses the universal human desire for pilgrimage, indicating that the journey is both a physical and spiritual quest, central to the narrative. A knight Tahar was, and that a worthy man. Explanation. This introduces the knight, who epitomizes the ideals of chivalry and honor. His noble character contrasts with some of the other pilgrims, highlighting the diversity of the group. In Fella Veshipe, and pilgrims were they all. Explanation. This line emphasizes the camaraderie among the pilgrims, suggesting that despite their differences, they share a common goal and purpose. And specially from every shire's ender, of England, to Canterbury they wende. Explanation. This illustrates the geographical diversity of the pilgrims, coming from all over England, which underscores the inclusivity of the pilgrimage. The holy blissful martyr for to sake. Explanation. Referring to Saint Thomas Becket, this line highlights the religious motivation behind the pilgrimage, reflecting the spiritual significance of their journey. With full devout courage and benign. Explanation. This line describes the pilgrims' sincere and kind-hearted intentions, suggesting that their journey is not just about storytelling but also about seeking spiritual fulfillment. The chambers and the stables varying wide. Explanation. This line describes the accommodations at the Tabard Inn, emphasizing the hospitality and comfort provided to the pilgrims before their journey begins. For to tell you of tales. Explanation. This line introduces the storytelling aspect of the pilgrimage, indicating that each pilgrim will share their own tale, which is a central theme of the work. And he was a very perfect gentle knight. Explanation. This line reinforces the knight's character as the ideal gentleman, showcasing Chaucer's ability to portray complex characters with depth and nuance.
And this is the important points related with Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. So in the earlier beginning itself, it's a very close summary. Wherever we find the English literature, especially for MA, even for UG, they must aware of this Canterbury Tales, especially prologue to the Canterbury Tales summary. So thank you so much for watching this video. We will connect in nearly many other summaries like this. Thank you so much.